Everyone is so obsessed with standing out. So they keep rebranding, they tweak their colors, they hire another designer, and then they wonder why nothing's changed. Because standing out has nothing to do with how you look or how your brand looks. It's about how you think, what you say, and who you're willing to lose. Everything else is a decoration. Everyone loves to talk about differentiation. How do I matter? How do I differentiate myself? How do I get noticed? Break through the noise. New website, new colors, new brand, new fonts, new headshots. And when nothing changes, you realize standing out has nothing to do with the aesthetics. You can have the most beautiful brand in the world and still be completely forgettable because differentiation isn't visual. It's intellectual, emotional, and positional. There are only three things that actually make you stand out, and none of them are your logo. Number one, your perspective. Most people in your industry are saying the same things. They recycle the same ideas. They bounce off of each other, their frameworks, the same advice. They see a problem. They say what everyone else says about it in their own way. But you see it differently. Maybe you think the problem everyone's trying to solve isn't actually the problem. Maybe you think the solution everyone is telling and selling is making things worse. Maybe you've connected the dots that no one else has connected. That's perspective and the most valuable thing you have. That's unrepeatable. Most people don't follow you for more information. They can get information anywhere. They follow you because of how you see the world, how you translate what's in front of them. When you have a distinct perspective, you're not competing, you're creating a new conversation. And the people who resonate with that perspective and that view on the world become your people, not because you convinced them or persuaded them, but because they already think like you. They just didn't have the language for it yet. So what's your perspective? What do you see that other people are missing? What do you believe that goes against conventional wisdom? What patterns have you noticed that no one else is naming? That's your differentiation. Number two is your voice. Most people sound like everyone else because they're trying to sound professional and fit in. They write like they're drafting a press release. They run it through ChatGPT like they're in a corporate meeting. They strip out all of their personality because they're afraid of being too much, too little, too weird, and they become totally vanilla. Ooh. But your voice, your actual voice, the coffee version of you, I say, is what makes people remember you. Are you funny? Be funny. Are you direct? Be direct. Are you irreverent? Be irreverent. The way you say something is just, if not more, as important as what you say. I could tell you, you need to differentiate your positioning. Or I could say, competitors are boring. Don't be boring. Same idea, completely different energy. Your voice is the texture of your brand. It's what makes people feel like they know you. It's what makes your content recognizable without your name even on it. And the best part is, your voice can't be copied. So your ideas can be stolen, sure. Your frameworks can be ripped off. But the way you show up, that's yours. So stop sanding down those edges. Stop softening your tone. Stop trying to sound like everyone else. The people who don't like your voice weren't your people anyway. They didn't like you already. And number three, your standards. This is one people really miss. Standing out is not just what you say yes to. It's about what you say no to, who you won't work with, what clients you turn away, what opportunities you pass on and why, what trends do you refuse to follow. Your standards define you more than your offerings. Most people will work with anyone who says yes. They'll take any client, any collaboration, any opportunity, and their brand becomes totally diluted. Because if you're for everyone, you're for no one. But when you have clear standards, when I say I only work with people who do this, or I don't do this, if you believe this, we're not a fit, you become specific. And that doesn't mean putting anyone else down. You're just being polarizing and honest, memorable. And when people meet your standards, they respect you more. They value the work more. They show up differently because exclusivity creates desire. When you're willing to turn people away lovingly, the people you say yes to feel very chosen. That changes the entire dynamic. So what are your standards? What do you refuse to compromise on? Who are you willing to lose in order to attract the right people? That's differentiation. Your perspective, your voice, and your standards. Everything else is just packaging. You don't need a rebrand. You need to get clearer on how you see the world, how you talk about it, and who you're building it for. Do that, and you won't need to try to stand out. You already will.